Hello, my crafty friends. I'm Rachel with Wallet Glitter. As you can see here, Erin made me this from Coop's Place Crafts, and Leslie made me this, and she's at Crafty Cocoa. And she made me this for an entry, and it came today, and I just absolutely loved it. It's so reflective, and it pops out really well on my desk. So thank you, ladies. To talk to you about Arctic Glam on Instagram. She's Ursula, and she always has these fun challenges or entries that you can participate in. And with that, I won a $40 gift card. So thank you, Ursula. She is super nice and so fun to, interact with online. With the $40 Etsy gift card, I ordered a couple of clay bits. So I want to show you a couple of these. This one is from Tiny Supply. I'm going to be in a couple of bee swaps this summer. So I've been stocking up on everything bee that I think is really cute. So this is one of the clay bits that I got. And I won't spend too much time putting them back. And then they even had a second one too. So the first one had bees, flowers, honeycombs, and bigger bees, and a couple of sprinkles. This one has a different kind of bee and honey bears, which I thought was super amazing. And the honeycombs are even slightly different colors. So I thought that was a fun mix. Then I don't think you can ever run out of strawberry shakers secret mixes. So here are a couple of tiny strawberries that I got. And they had an amazing selection. So I'm going to try to pinch this and get a few into the bag. How about that? But I'll organize all these before I let it out. So, and then it was, if I believe for this one, it was if you spent a certain amount of money, you would get free shipping. So I looked for one more, and I found these amazing, cute little bats. And I thought they would be fun for a Halloween swap to do a shaker mix. And I really love shakers that are seasonal. It seems to be the ones that I'm drawn to, right? So I've been trying to buy more shakers that are mutually acceptable throughout the whole year. So this next company I got with Ursula's gift card is where's the name? It is ascraftsupplies.com, or I found them on Etsy. And they apparently have a Facebook group that you can be part of. And it was super cute. And I got this sequin mix. And I got 3 of these. So the 3 sequin mixes. But they seem to come in a small portion, which I don't really buy sequences online. But that is the one that I bought 3 with. So, well, let me take a second and show you what I mailed in. She wanted one handmade or store-bought blinged item. So, I had this little purse that I got from Michael's a while back, and it had this little blinged out piece with a cute little ribbon. And I made a bag topper that has a hidden paper clip so you can reuse it. And in this tiny bag, I've got some blinged out clip here. And so this was actually the first clip that I've ever done. It was my first project, so I really love it. I'm sending her a couple of Hershey Kisses and a couple of blingy items. So that all goes in there. I should put it in here before I lose anything. The cat loves to bat things around, and my tiny little like dies especially end up on the floor all the time while I'm out of the office. In my crafting office. Oh gosh. I did have this in here earlier, I promise. And then these were part of my Ollie's haul, but I grabbed a couple extra because, you know, for situations like this, when you want something a little blingy and you want to gift it to someone. And then I made this bag topper. All of the bag toppers and are made from scraps, like including the rosettes and the Just For You. And then I added a couple of these blingy things, and I finally am using the mesh ribbon. So I love how this turned out, and I love that this is reusable. So you just gotta slide it on there, and it's not falling off. So this is my first time doing hidden paper clips for bag toppers. So I am glad that it turned out. Here is a rosette that I made from scraps, and it says Happy Meal with this, and I did a couple of words that say snail mail, open me, paper hugs, pen pal, and happy mail. And then I make this a shaker, so she can add this to her collection. I bet she already has like a little vial that she could take that. But I'm super glad that she extended this challenge because I completely forgot about it. It slipped through the cracks. So, and this is the Graphic 45, part of the collection that I smashed recently. And I wrote her a little note in here, just said, I'm glad I found your 1500 giveaway extended. Hope you enjoy it. Love always, Rachel. Back toppers are hidden paper clips and reusable. So, go ahead and take a look at Ursula's collections on Instagram. She does not have a YouTube, far as I know. So I am glad that I found her this way. Let's see if I can give you an idea. So the weight of the fake round strawberries, this is 20 grams. So this is what 20 grams will get for that. And then the fake bats, this is 5 grams of shaker mixes. And then the honeycomb, and then this bag was the 50. Now I shook a little out, so it was about here, but this was the 50 one. And here is another 20 gram one. So if you were, you know, hopefully that clarifies the grams, and I'll probably look onto this video in the future to remember the sizes too, because it's kind of hard to tell when you're just online when you see the bag, because portions can be a little bit odd. So I also found these photo play ephemera cards, and this is all of them. So if you don't want to look through these with me, that's okay. Go ahead and hop off. Hopefully you can give me a thumbs up on the way out. But this one's here. Let's go through the bigger pieces first. So these are cute. So they have little tabs that said be you and be kind and gnome tweet gnomes. So then we have a honey and be awesome and another bird, which is cute. Then we have 2 different frames and a bee in the middle. The word home pops out in a banner, and then we have this piece that says have a beautiful day and beautiful memories, like a journal card. And then home is where my honeybee, and it has like a little, I wonder if that's supposed to be a beehive. I've never really did a beehive, but this yellow one has a little like honeycomb hexagon thing going on. And then we have You're My Sugar Pie Honey Bunch. Your Friendship is Sweet Like Honey. You Know Me. And then the word sweet. And then You're the Bee's Knees all the way around and a cute little bee. And then Will Work for Honey. Super adorable. And then Kind Words Are Like Honey. So those should be fun to play with for the upcoming swaps I have. And I have a couple of bee sequence shakers, but let me know what swaps you have coming up or what challenges you just had entered and whatnot. I'd love to hear from you for that, and maybe I'll get another lead about a swap that I'll want to do. So thank you very much for tuning in and have a great day.